There are bands that become famous, and there are bands that redefine an entire generation. Guns N' Roses is one of those rare phenomena that exploded into the music scene and never truly left. Before we begin this story, make sure to subscribe to this channel right now, because maybe you will never see us again on your feed. Rock history deserves to be remembered, and this story is one of the most intense ever told. In the mid-1980s, Los Angeles was a battlefield of sound, attitude, and dreams. Young musicians from different backgrounds were trying to survive through music, chaos, and ambition. Out of this environment, a dangerous, raw, and authentic band started to take shape. Their sound was not polished. Their image was not friendly. Their lifestyle was not safe. But their truth was undeniable. Guns N' Roses was born from rebellion, hunger, and a desire to leave a permanent mark on rock history. No one imagined how far they would go, or how dramatic their journey would become. The band was officially formed in 1985, when Axl Rose and Izzy Stradlin joined forces with Slash, Duff McKagan, and Steven Adler. Each member brought a different personality, musical influence, and level of emotional intensity. They started playing in small clubs, often performing for audiences that were more interested in partying than listening. Money was scarce. Conflicts were constant. But the chemistry on stage was explosive. Their performances were unpredictable, sometimes chaotic, sometimes magical. A curiosity that many fans don't know is that the band often traveled in the same van they used to transport equipment, sleeping wherever they could, including floors of rehearsal rooms. Another interesting fact is that the name Guns N' Roses came from the combination of two previous bands, LA Guns and Hollywood Rose. Even before fame, their identity was built from fragments of broken dreams. Everything changed in 1987 with the release of their debut album, Appetite for Destruction. At first, the album did not receive immediate success. Radio stations were hesitant. MTV barely played their videos. But slowly, the raw power of songs like Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child O' Mine, and Paradise City began to spread like wildfire. The band's authenticity connected deeply with young people who felt misunderstood or lost. Their music spoke about urban survival, addiction, love, and frustration. Soon, they became the most dangerous band in the world, not only because of their sound, but also because of their lifestyle. Concerts were intense. Headlines were controversial. Fame arrived faster than emotional stability. Success brought fortune, but also amplified internal tensions that were already growing beneath the surface. By the early 1990s, Guns N' Roses was at the peak of global rock dominance. Stadium tours, multi-platinum albums, and millions of fans screaming their names. Yet behind the scenes, personal struggles began to threaten the band's unity. Substance abuse, creative disagreements, and ego clashes became more frequent. Steven Adler was eventually dismissed due to drug problems. Later, Izzy Stradlin also left, tired of the chaos surrounding the band. The Use Your Illusion album showcased musical ambition and artistic maturity, but they also represented the beginning of fragmentation. Each member was evolving in different directions. The spotlight was bright, but the emotional distance between them was growing. Guns N' Roses was still powerful, but cracks were becoming visible. As the decade progressed, departures continued. Slash and Duff McKagan eventually left the band, leaving Axl Rose as the central figure. For many fans, this felt like the end of the classic Guns N' Roses era. Years passed with uncertainty, rumors, and long periods without new material. Axl retreated from the public eye while working obsessively on new music. The legendary album Chinese Democracy took more than a decade to be released, becoming one of the most anticipated and controversial records in rock history. Some fans criticized the new direction. Others admired the artistic persistence. The band's name remained alive, but its soul seemed fragmented. Still, the myth of Guns N' Roses only grew stronger with time. Against all expectations, the impossible happened. In 2016, Axl Rose, Slash, and Duff McKagan reunited for the Not in This Lifetime tour, one of the highest-grossing tours in music history. The emotional impact was enormous. Fans who thought they would never see the classic lineup together again finally had their moment. Today, Guns N' Roses continues to perform worldwide, proving that true rock energy does not expire. Their story is not just about music. It is about survival, redemption, and the power of connection between artists and generations. From dirty clubs in Los Angeles to massive global stages, they built a legacy that still inspires millions. Guns N' Roses is more than a band. It is a symbol of what happens when talent, chaos, and destiny collide.